You know, building a colony on Mars is great and all, because we get to do things like hooking up a colony with some houses, and then working our way over here to a factory, as long as we give it some power and a tunnel network so people can actually get to it. And from there we can bring in some people to actually, you know, inhabit our new colony. And you know, all that's well and good, but there's untold treasures down below the surface. So that's what we're doing today. And we can also make the space a little easier to live in by just a simple amount of terraforming. There we go. We'll need one more to fertilize the ground, but at least we can pass through here to get to some of the good stuff, like these anomalies over here. But for now, we need to get this place well established because it needs to be a lot bigger and we need a lot more production on everything. So we might as well get some technology to help with that. Some energy conservation is good, and some water extraction is also good. So we can just work our power production up to here, put in a windmill next to this thing, and next to it we'll put a bunch of solar panels. And there we go, we got a nice little network supplying a lot of power. And then over here we can build a greenhouse as long as we give it power, plumbing, and now we can build a tunnel with a greenhouse right next to it. And we are actually out of people. For some reason, they decided to stop working in the factory and go to the greenhouses. Like, why? What difference does it make? We'll also need a water condenser somewhere to even out the stuff. It can go right there. Oh, I forgot to build more housing, so we can't accept anyone right now. That's okay, we'll get them next time. Ooh, and we get some nice terraforming options here. So we can actually do a thing where we fill in the hole here with water. Very good. And then build a little more housing so we can start to get a few more people. But there's also not really anything else we can do right now because our workers stopped going to the factory. So we'll get a few more in. And that's working good. The factory's pumping again. And we have a few good options for terraforming here. We could use these mountain makers to fill in the hole a little bit. We could blow up these mountains to clear the way there, or we free up some farmland a bit. I tell you what, there's a silicone deposit right here, and I want to be able to get to it. So we're just gonna blow up these mountains. Cool. But now we can do something through there eventually. We'll still need to clear this wasteland, but we got good progress. And next turn, we're gonna be getting a few more people, so let's build another house. We're just gonna have a nice little housing network right here, right next to the hole. And then another one, because why not? And we already filled up that capacitor, wow. But bringing in more people should solve that energy problem a little bit. Never thought I'd have to fix a good thing. It's like, oh, we have too much power. What do we do? Oh, and this is exactly the terraforming I need. Look at this. All these wasteland bits, boom, cleared. Now we can get through there. Oh, and it looks like the house got an upgrade being surrounded by so many. Cool. And since there's an open spot right there for a greenhouse, we'll put that there. And let's also get a water tank in here right next to this thing. There we go. And we only have the housing to bring in 5 new people, but that should be okay because that's enough for our colony to level up, which gives us more research and we can do some trading now. But now we have to be careful about the colony morale, which it should be fine. They're happy and we can buy so many things here. We don't really need to. Oh, well, I have the money. Might as well buy a lot of materials, and we might as well put one resource next to another one so we get a big like production area down here. Yeah, right about like that. Ooh, more minerals. Very nice. Although to harvest that glass, we kind of need glass production, so let's do that. And ooh, here we go. We can get some efficient housing right here so people can feel a little bit better about themselves. And now we can put in a glass refinery right here. And I feel like we can replace these lower houses with more modern ones, which all get upgrades from each other. That's very good. Look at that. I like these ones. They're nice and shiny, and they are actually more energy efficient. And a community center is always nice. Where do I put it? Probably here, because I feel like we're gonna start expanding this way to get closer to the hole. But now we need workers. Bring in some more. Not exactly sure where they go. Do they all just share a condo? And the community center has like little Christmas lights on there. That's cool. What I do want is another landing platform in here because we're gonna need that. And we can do some trading. Could always use more materials. Refined metals. Oh, and because we have 2 landing pads, we can buy one more. Let's get one of these Terratech points because, I don't know, I want them. And the supplies drop in like this. Very nice. And then the factory right here can do something like that. I can't tell if that's getting an upgrade or decreasing the morale of the glass factory, but the morale is like higher than ever. So that's good. And they decided to work in the factory rather than the glass factory. That's so weird. And I'm also just gonna tuck in a house right here next to the community center because they like that, just so I can start building some houses down here. Very good. And our colony maximum is looking pretty nice right now. And then we can use this piece to fill in these cracks here to start moving over this way. Because we've been doing a lot of vertical development. I'd say we've been pretty successful. So let's start working this way. There we go. And if we do something like this, we'll have a clear shot straight to the hole. Beautiful. So let's just start placing down a bunch of tunnels to reach over here. And this seems kind of weird, but we could just build a big line of houses right there. At least out here, I can do that. We're just developing like a second city over here, but I am liking this right now. So let's bring in some more people. And all the materials that we use get refilled pretty much right back up. Very good. And now we get subsidies and extra research points. That's very good. And we can also just buy the terraforming that we want. So I want this one to free up this little thingy of ice here. That would be good for us. And then spending some production, unlocking some scouting and underground expansion. And I'm not really sure what I want next, so I'm gonna wait on things. But now we can put in a scanner, maybe down here, because there's gonna be more mountains that I can reach. And I'll start scanning for anomalies besides the obvious one. Next to which we can put in a research camp. And we should be able to get the goodies from this in a few turns. And there's the underground thingy right next to it. There's the terraforming pod that we wanted. I'm just gonna put in a tunnel all the way right next to the thingy. There we go. Nice. And now if we go down, look at this. We're underground. So the first thing I want to do down here is put in another scanner so we can just find out what is down here. Because there's a lot of area that we could cover. Oh, and there's also that down there. Oh, we need a water hole to start doing some, water stuff with the farming, because that's our objective. We need to put in hydroponic farms, which is right down there. But however way you slice it, we need more colonists. And we get the next upgrade at 100 people, so that's our goal. And we can use this to develop better around the thing of ice, because people want fresh ground to put the houses in. We could also build more down here. There's room for these two to get upgraded. Beautiful. But now we need a lot of, we need a lot of stuff. So thankfully, with our government subsidies, we can buy a bunch of food, because that's pretty much the only thing we need right now that we can get. We need more power. These people just leave the lights on all the time, and it's just like, oh yeah, no power for you. But that's okay, because a wind turbine can go right here for sweet upgrades like that, as well as here for also sweet upgrades. Our scanner boy down below is hopefully gonna be doing his job. It starts slow and expands outwards, so we just gotta be patient. And also bring in 20 new people now, which is gonna be a bit of a challenge, but we're almost to our goal. We also can't quite house our goal yet, but that's fine. We'll worry about that later. Oh wow, we have a major water shortage happening. I'll do a thingy here to build a watering hole, and then put in a water pump there. Just doing this should be fine. And there we go. Oh man, we still need water. All right, this isn't quite what I had in mind, but I'm gonna thaw open this hole and put in another water pump because we need water. There we go. Okay. Oh, there's also a food shortage. Okay, tell you what, I am able to buy water, and a lot of it. So I can do that. That'll be fine. That should give me the stuff for another greenhouse. As long as I do one of these. Let's go cheap. Okay, that's fixed. Okay. This one and this one. It's not the best, but we're also not expecting anyone, so I can buy a bit of food. Like so. And then we're not in shortage anymore. Good, 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 good. That gives us a turn to open up some options. Managing a big colony is tough. And we completed the research on this debris, so we get some nice thingies there. Okay, now we can tear down this camp because we're not using it anymore. It gives us a little bit of a refund, so we can put in more greenhouses here. And now we're out of water, so I'm just gonna buy more water. Oh boy. We still need more food, so here we're really pinching pennies here with the food. I mean, there is farming utilities I can get. Okay, so I had to do a little bit of math, but if I buy the farming utilities and then get the colony to the next stage for more research, I should have enough to get to the deep water pumping and then underground farming, which is where we need. I'm also kind of in a state of emergency right now, so I'm buying this. Okay, and then not touching that again until we get the next level of colony. Oh, and our morale is declining as well. That's okay, because we can build a community center right next to these goobers here. There we go. Okay, that'll give us that bonus coming up. And then I can start hydrating the ground over here, so we can build more greenhouses along this way, or we build in here because they like the 2x2 formation. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, I got one there. Can I build a greenhouse there yet? No, that's fine. And our colony's one person shy of the maximum that we need. And oh boy, this is This is a bit stressful. Okay, I'm gonna get whatever resources I can and then figure this out. The scanner is done, so that can be trashed. Scanner down below is done, and ooh, found a few things. But he's done, so we can trash him. Okay, first things first, I need water to make food. So what we're gonna do, use this terraforming, blow up these things. Cool, which will give us access to this thing to put in a water pump there as long as we run power to it. Thankfully, the reinforced stuff goes across this rough terrain as well as the piping, and that's in place. Okay, water problem is solved, but now we need food and we also need power. This really sucks. Especially because, oh, you're kidding me. People are about to arrive. I might have to turn down this next batch. I guess this is why you have capacitors to increase your maximum so you don't get problems like I'm having right now. But a windmill here should put us in the positive for that. How are we still in shortage? We're in +1. Okay, I guess the game just decides to freak us out because we're not in shortage, but some places still aren't getting power. That's weird, because they need to put in a greenhouse here for some food. Or actually, this would be better because they like being next to each other. Time out. I built a greenhouse and the food shortage went down, like farther negative. How's that make sense? That is weird. Can I buy food? Yes. Okay, buy a ton of this. We don't get a lot of money left over, but we got a nice subsidy incoming. So how do I solve this power problem that we're having? More solar panels? And now we're back in the positive. Okay, there we go. These are some nice numbers to see. All greens, no reds. Okay, and we have 2 turns to get to the 20 people that we need, which is also gonna suck because I have to accommodate for them all. But the good news is, all I need to do is build one of these tiny houses, which can go anywhere, and now we'll have the maximum that we need. As far as everything else though, we'll need more greenhouses. We also need more water, but if we do this and start building some more water condensers, I should be able to get away with that. And we're not really using the space around the water pump, so I can supply it here because it already has the plumbing, and I think we're good. We'll also need a food silo because we're about to be above maximum for that, surprisingly. And it likes being next to greenhouses, so we'll do that. I really feel like our food and water are about to take a massive hit when these people come in. So I'll put in a few more water condensers around this thing just to ease up on that. And now let's bring in the 20 people. Oh boy. I really wonder what's gonna happen now. Here they are, bringing it up to 100. And here we are. We are a respectable village now. Extra slot for terraforming. There's the research points that we need. Oh, yes. We have enough. So I'm just gonna rush into this and buy all of these. Ooh, and some points left over. I like that. No, ooh, the advanced farming sounds really good. I don't need anything yet, so I'm gonna wait until maybe I need something, then I'll buy it. And we have all of the hydro whatever to use, so I just need terraforming to go with it. I think that could be good, because we'll have the hole that we need to fill with water. All right, in we go. Very good. But there is this frozen hole down here, but I can't really do anything with that. Unless, how does this work? So that allows buildings to be built adjacent to it, which in turn leads me into building the hydroponic farm. That's a weird word. So I could thaw this open, but I only get 2 in here, and I need more than that. And we can also spend some time clearing out the cave down here with, say, a drill. That'll clear up both of those. I also do want to uncover this anomaly, or maybe this one, because I can reach that. There isn't really anything to get through the solid walls and bedrock. So that'll be good. And then hopefully this blows up. And yes, ooh, look at that. That one's already established. Oh, very nice, very nice. Do I have anything I can do there? Maybe not. All right, if I wait a turn, I can buy this, but we're also gonna have more terraforming incoming, so we'll see what happens. I need to manage stuff on the surface. And there's water. Yes, very good. Okay, do I use it above ground or below ground? I don't know yet, because I got a hole here. This right here is the best hole for it. Can I fill it in with something? I can if I save this to this box, and then scrap the stuff in this box because I don't need it. And now I buy this to fill in one hole. We're almost there. And we didn't expose the anomaly. We just blew a hole in the ground. Is that a better spot for us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not really. Unless. Oh, I can't afford the drill. I need glass. Okay, you know what? Just kidding about these thingies I built just now. We don't need them. We need the glass to build a drill here, but there's an anomaly there. Gonna do it here. Yep, Oh, I can build another one. Sure, why not? And we have no glass left over, but we're about to get some more, so that's good. These drills are done, so thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. There's the anomaly. Now, okay, we fill in the hole here. This is good. And then on top of that hole, we put a hydro fertilizer, like so, which needs power, but that's okay because we have the elevator right here. Just run to it like that, and oh, wait, what? We need spices? Hold on. What do we need spices for? Just buy spices, I don't care. So if I need spices, I I could probably just keep buying them, honestly. I don't really feel like building a spice greenhouse, especially since I don't have the workers for it. I can clear out more space down here like this, because I guess we need another hole. And there's another anomaly, but the thing is constantly using spices. I guess I need to buy the spice greenhouse. I mean, I don't really need anything else. There we go. So I need to get a lot of electronics to even think about like the greenhouse or a lot of things. Wow. But it's fine though. There's the electronics that we want. So now I can put in the water conveyor module like that. There we go. Which means now I can run pipes underground. And oh, that needs a tunnel. Okay, I can do that. Connecting like so. And we have the first hydroponic farm, finally. And I just realized how many workers these things take. Wow. Did I get 6 of them? I need 24 workers. Oh boy. Time to overstock this place with housing. I also don't have enough morale to get a lot of people right away. Oh, but this factory's done, so I can just demolish that. Get a few of those resources back, which I guess that's where the influx of workers came from. Okay, it took a little bit of time, but now I have enough things to make the spice greenhouse, so we're starting to get those in the positive, and the morale is really hard to keep up now, so I'm just gonna stick with the 10 increase because it doesn't cost anything. It takes more time, but it'll be worth it. We'll just have to see what this does to our production. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, and that's done. Nice. So we get even more electronics. And then some anomaly research right here. And then let's be efficient with our demolition like this. So we open up that bedrock to put an explosive barrel right here. And then we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4 more. So really we'll have all the slots we need. And I can put in another one of these right now. So I'm going to. Very nice. 2 farms down. I just need more water thingies. Oh, good. We got water. If I spin it like that, I can do that. Create the nice water hole there like I wanted. Put the hydro fertilizer on top. And we might need another spice farm for this. But as long as I can build hydroponic farms, I probably won't need to. So we get another one in here like this. And then like this and this. And oh, one more. And I'm still good on things. I can do this. I just need workers. Ugh, one more. I have room for it. Come in here, you. Can we just take a moment to appreciate how much of Mars I've covered right now? Look at this. We got electricity farm up here along with the water, and we got one city here and another city over here. We migrated underground. I think we've done pretty good for ourselves. So waiting 1 more turn should give us the money that we need, but we're just gonna buy some electronics, not worry about it. Give me the sweet electronics. And now that the electronics are mine and we have plenty of workers because the factory shut down, we can build in the last hydroponic farm. Very good. Oh, we did it, finally. It only took me like, what, 45 days? So if you guys think you can do better, then check out the demo for Farlanders on Steam. Thanks for watching, and sub to Intern. Thank you channel members including Bread, Corby Farm, Dakota C, Calvin K, Mr. Cripple 1, Master Roshi, Monkey, Ancient Elixir 1, Destructo Man, Bladed Archer, Joe C, Cowboy, Evan F, Donamoto, Devion X, Muffin Stuffer, Lucas S, Ali B, and Oscar B.